Hello everyone, this video doesn't have a proper introduction, but my father-in-law asked us a few questions that we answered. Kindly enjoy.
This is Dad,
Yeah.
coming to you from behind the camera, where most toddler men usually sit.
Certainly where we start.
I always enjoy my little themes, which is I think where Steve gets some of his sense of humor from. So there's something called 20 questions, but I'm actually just going to do 19 questions.
Okay.
9 for each of you with one question for the both of you at the end.
Sure.
We'll rotate the questions.
Honey, are you comfortable?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing this for.
We'll rotate the questions.
All right.
First question for Steve.
Hit me.
And we know that Amito arrived on 3 days ago.
Days ago.
Just 3 days ago, very, very recently. So, first question. What are you most excited for Amito to experience here in the United States? And why are you excited about it?
Yeah, I think the answer that comes to mind right away is the scale and the scope of what the U.S. has to offer. I'd say there aren't many countries where there's more possibilities, more opportunities, more, adventures is kind of a goofy word, but just really, the sky is the limit to a degree. So I just want her to put herself out there, and I'm certainly going to help her as much as I can in that way. And that way she can find passions that she didn't know she had. She can invigorate the ones she already knows she has. And for me, seeing Amito as, whatever, lovey-dovey as this sound, experience joy and happiness brings me a lot of joy and happiness.
Very cool. Amito,
Yes, Dad.
what month of the calendar year are you most excited to be here in the United States for, and why?
July. July, celebrating the American independence for the very first time. And then the following day, celebrating my birthday. I feel like it's going to be a big deal at our home. And also because it will be summer, right, honey?
That's like the middle of summer, yeah?
Yeah. So July it is.
July it is.
Yes, Dad.
We might have to save a few fireworks
Uh-huh.
from the 4th of July for the 5th of July.
5th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the bonus. You just stay up late on the 4th, and there you are on the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
A lot.
Okay, second question. Steve, what are you least looking forward to Amito experiencing here in the United States?
That's a good question. I would say the long drives. But then again, she's no stranger to that. Uganda has long drives too. But the U.S., if you're going outside of your state, chances are it's a few hours. What else? I don't know. I guess at the risk of sounding too serious or something like that, I don't think it's going to be a hugely prevalent issue, but nobody likes to be called names and to be looked down upon, and there's lots of different groups in America, and so there's certainly pockets of people that will give you a hard time if you let them. So, I think it's not something you want to design your life towards or away from, but just letting her know that she might experience adversity here and there, but that's part of the human condition, and I've got her back, and we'll push through it no matter what.
And I should have started by saying, not all these questions are just going to be, what's your favorite candy, and what football team do you like to wear clothes for?
No, grill us, as Amito says. Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or just turn it off.
Uh-huh.
Second question for Amito.
Yes, Dad.
What stereotypical U.S. behavior are you expecting to encounter that you will find the most bothersome?
Maybe Okay, I don't want to be very specific, but maybe racism.
And for you, why is that a stereotypical U.S. behavior, do you think?
Because I've watched so many videos of Africans living in the US, and some of them keep complaining about that because of how dark they are and how people look at them, how people despise them sometimes. So I haven't encountered that yet, but I'm just scared to go through it.
And you're welcome to comment if you want on anything, but I'll keep going with the questions.
Oh, sure. Well, that's kind of what I was alluding to. I mean, I think sometimes I guess it depends on where you're at. Like, it's worse in some parts of the country, and I don't think Amito is going to be subjected to too much of it at all. But she's a strong woman, and our relationship is really it blows me away sometimes. So I think it's going to be water off a duck's back, if you will.
Back to Steve. What place in Ohio are you most excited to show Amito, and why?
It's a good question. When I think about the different terrain of Ohio, we're probably going to be spending a fair amount of time in southeast Ohio, and that's got some very interesting hills as you start getting close to Appalachia. And then, of course, Lake Erie is one of the most prominent geological features of Ohio, so there's a chance we may make it up there for a wedding before too long. And so to show her the water, which to the naked eye is like a sea or something, and then to say, oh, this is just one of 5 of the Great Lakes, which is just one part of the U.S., leaves something to sort of awe you with.
One Great Lake, Victoria, deserves another Great Lake, Erie.
That's right.
Sure.
Amito,
Yes, Dad.
what one question do you have about the state of Ohio that we can answer for you?
Not yet.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll come back to that one. But we'll continue with the next question for you.
Sure.
What place in the entire United States would you like to visit, and why?
Hawaii.
Good answer.
Why?
Because I think it's a cool place, and I love cool places.
Cool as in, huh?
Enjoyable.
Ah, okay. I hear it's beautiful. I've never been, but that would be a great place to visit.
Away from the silence in Dayton. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll hear the ocean and the people having fun.
Yeah. And also because Grace mentioned it's a nice place. Yeah.
Yeah, she'd like to go there, so somebody's going to end up there, I think.
A lot of people would like to go to Hawaii.
Have you been there, Dad?
I have not been to Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
I've been to many other states, but not Hawaii.
Okay.
Back to Steve. What piece of U.S. history would you like Amito to learn more about?
I think the origins of the country are pretty fascinating. I myself could use a refresher or just more knowledge in general. It's always this question of where do things come from? It's an easy answer to think that things spontaneously arise, but usually it's an interaction between, I guess in this case, political forces, if we're talking about the origins of the country. And so just gives you a deeper appreciation for the world at large and helps you gain a sense of maybe why things are the way they are to some extent. So if that means a trip to Philadelphia or Boston or a place with some of early American history, that'd be a lot of fun.
So I'll put an unsolicited plug. I didn't write this down for a question, but talking about that, unsolicited plug for a podcast called The Ohio Country by the local public radio station here that talks about the history of Native Americans in Ohio at the beginning, and it focuses a lot on at the beginning of the what was becoming the United States at that time.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of very interesting history. Back to Amito.
Yes, Dad.
Who would you like to meet in the United States, and why?
Meet.
It could be someone that we've talked about, or it could be somebody famous.
Anybody at all except
we
the
know.
Kardashian.
Why would I want to meet the Kardashians? Okay, who do I want to meet? I haven't thought about anyone yet. But,
And it could be maybe general, like you'd want to meet somebody from...
Could be, but I'm looking for a name.
Oh, you are looking for a name?
I'm not looking for a specific name. I'm just looking for somebody that, if given the opportunity...
Well, you mentioned Native Americans. So, like, for example, you've never met a Native American. First Nations people, that could be interesting. But somebody specific, I understand.
But I'm going to challenge you and say you need to give me a name.
Oh, sure. But in the sense of, the U.S. has a lot of famous people, so I'm sure.
nobody in particular yet. I haven't thought about anybody in particular. I've thought about bumping into them, but there is not anyone in particular that I would really want to meet.
Speaking of bumping into, Stephen,
Ooh.
who would you like to randomly encounter on the street as a couple, and why?
Oh, I think somebody from back home. Chances are Amito might not know them too well, otherwise she would know that they're here, but be super fun to, whether it's a Ugandan YouTuber or just a friend from university or something like that that had made their way over here at some point. But that's always fun when it's a long time bygone friend, you know, and sit down and have a coffee or something. That'd be fun.
Always good to build those bonds.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Amito,
Yes, Dad.
what will be an emotionally uplifting experience here for you this coming year?
I think what happened today is
That's about as good as it gets, but
Yeah.
we'll keep chasing that.
yeah, and starting up a family. I think that's it.
Those are big ones.
And then can I mention more?
Yeah.
Yeah, pursuing my career and living happily ever after. That's all.
Building the future.
Yeah, building the future.
Those are great things. Steve,
Yes, sir.
what will be an emotionally uplifting experience for you this upcoming year?
Can I say what she said?
No? You can start by saying ditto, but
Ditto, but so an emotionally uplifting experience. I think it would be to see Amito gain. I don't know if independence is the word, but just to build something of her own and to watch it grow, which she's already done with the YouTube, and that's been spectacular. But to see more of that, and as I mentioned too in the beginning of this video, the U.S. being, you know, in quotations, the land of opportunity or whatever, that for me would be exciting, is to watch her get into things and watch her grow them.
awesome. Steve, question 7.
Hit me.
Hippo versus bison. Who wins?
Hippo, hands down. Most dangerous creature on planet Earth. Well, actually, you know what, though? I take that back. Is it in the water, or is it on land?
Well, I'm just putting it out there. Hippo versus bison.
Let me put it to you this way: if we're within 10 feet of a body of water, hippo. Past 10 feet, you gotta go bison. Those things don't mess around. They'll put a cow to shame.
They'll put a pickup to shame.
A pickup truck, yeah.
Pickup truck to shame. Okay. Amito.
Yes, Dad.
Lion versus grizzly bear. Who wins?
Lion all the way. Lion all the way.
It's that hometown pride.
Yeah.
All right, Steve.
Yes.
It's scenario time. Someone comes up and wants to touch Amito's hair. What do you say?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hands off. No, I don't know. I mean, just like you would interact with any stranger who's being too forward, forcefully, firmly, so on and so forth. Kind of a strange question because that's not something you really wish upon anyone for their personal space to be invaded. So, whatever the appropriate response is when that happens.
As long as you don't punch anyone.
Well, everybody gets a warning, but then words only go so far.
Amito.
Yes, Dad.
Scenario time. Someone comes up to you and says they think the color of your skin is lovely. What do you say?
Thank you.
That's a nice one. That's different than somebody getting their greasy paws all over your beautiful hair.
Yeah. That's a compliment.
What?
Yeah.
The skin?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. It's. I feel like it's an objective truth, and a lot of people have already told you that.
Steve. And I have to adjust
That's me.
the timing now. In 10 words or less,
Uh-oh.
what do you want to say to Amito now that she has been in the United States for less than a week?
Are you counting?
I used to love you. I still love you more.
Dad, did you say less than 10
10,
words?
10 or less, that's good.
Okay.
There.
Repeat that.
I used to love you. I still love you more.
Okay.
10 words. Heartfelt. Grammar.
Quote that. Write that down.
Yeah, I'd say grammar not so sure, but
Put that in the history books.
we'll give it to you. Okay. Amito,
Yes, Dad.
in 10 words or less, what do you want to say to Stephen now that you've been in the United States for less than 1 week?
Thank you for loving me.
Oh, she did it in 5. Boom.
Boom.
Points for brevity. Mic drop.
Mike,
Do you know about the mic drop?
Yeah.
Boom.
okay, this is a joint question now. Question number 10. for
Mind
both of
meld.
you.
Yes, Dad.
And you can consult with each other before answering.
Okay.
If you need to pause for a minute to consult, whatever, that's fine. Describe your life together in February 2026.
I mean, I could do it in one word, but I don't know. You
It's-
probably
it's
want
a
like
joint,
a
It's a joint answer. I
Yeah,
want
it's a
you to-
joint answer.
describe our life in February 2026.
Exactly 1 year from now.
I mean, I could use like generic adjectives, like I would say happy and thriving, but that doesn't really give us a lot to work with. So if let's just say the audience was looking for something more specific
Like 1 word?
No, it
Well-
could be as many words as you want.
Okay.
to paint somebody a picture, like that doesn't really give people an idea when we say happy and thriving because we kind of already are, and of course we always want to do more of that. But like, what would be something specific maybe that you could see us into by that point a year from now?
I think we will, of course, be married, happily living together, and thriving, pursuing our careers, thriving, and
I sort of put all the pressure on you because I just said adjectives. So I would say well connected, socially. I would say content,
yeah,
but ambitious. Those are more adjectives. I don't know.
yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so I'll ask the question again and
Okay.
put it into the structure of a sentence. Describe your life together in February 2026.
You can say a complete sentence, or I can.
No, let's just mention the contented, like you said.
But he's saying not just saying words, but like string those adjectives together into a sentence. So it'd be like.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can say that.
That is laughing. Okay, we are going to be contented, happy, thriving, and
Ambitious.
ambitious.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's a sentence.
Well, let me close by saying I think God has blessed you abundantly. God blesses us all abundantly, and may He continue to do so.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you for answering the questions.
Thank you for asking the questions.
Yeah, great idea. All right, well, you could sign off. It's your channel. Huh?
Thank you for watching us answer the questions. Honey, today you're the one closing.
Oh, all right. Well, what do you always say?
Close it in the Amito way.
May God bless you all and bless you abundantly. Is that what you-
First, thank them for
Oh,
watching.
thank you for watching. May God bless you and bless you abundantly. Isn't that what you said? Something like that.
I should listen better. But yeah, something like
Here,
that.
well, when you say it, it'll come back to me. Go ahead, hit him. Hit him with the OG.
Thank you so much for watching us, and I am very sure you enjoyed these questions from Dad and the answers from us. I think I just didn't answer one question, but we answered all the rest.
Tried our best.
Yeah, we love you so much. May God bless you and bless you all abundantly. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Dad, you don't want to say bye to them?
Bye bye.
Maybe I should turn the camera and they see
No.
that.